Hi, I'm Sam Thurgood and welcome to my 2 minutes Parsha. In this week's Sidra of Vayakhel, the Meshech Chochmah points out two places in which the quality of spontaneous giving and self-sacrifice comes to the fore. The first is when the Jewish people are asked to give the donations, and they indeed begin bringing the donations for the building of the Mishkan, and it says that Vayavohu ha'anashim al anashim, the men came together with the women, and Rashi explains that in fact they came while they still had their jewelry on them. In other words, the jewelry that they decided to give, they didn't necessarily stop and organize themselves and take it off, whatever. They came running. They heard there's a chance to give to the Mishkan. They came running. They had jewelry on already. That was the jewelry that they were going to give, certainly in their first round of giving, without even thinking, considering, planning, a spontaneous and immediate giving. The second place is with the architect of the Mishkan, Betzalel ben Uri ben Hur. And within the lineage of Betzalel, we also see a spontaneous willing to go forward to sacrifice oneself, even so to speak, but for the sake of the Jewish people, for the sake of Hashem, even in situations where if we thought about it more and more, we'd find a way to think ourselves out of it. The one was with his grandfather Chur, who gave his life for the Jewish people, even though in the similar situation, Aaron HaKohen found a way to think his way out of it. And the other one was the tribe of Yehudah, which our sages see as represented at the Yam Suf, at the splitting of the sea, as jumping into the water even before it had split, because they trusted in Hashem, and that gave, so to speak, the impetus, the spiritual power for the sea to split. The point that Rabbi Meir Simcha of Dvinsk, the Meshech Chochmah, says, is that there are times that we need to think and analyze and turn it over, as it says in Pirkei Avot, turn it over and turn it over, for everything is in the Torah, and you need to be thoughtful and measured. But there are times when it is not a time for reflection, it is not a time for figuring things out, but it is a time for action. We sometimes have an instinct that I need to do something, I am called upon to act. In those moments, we don't wait, we don't think, we don't reason, but we act. Now, it's true that we can get into trouble through that as well, and we always need to think about it afterwards, and did I really do the right thing, and so forth. But there are those moments where we feel inspired, there are those moments where we feel immediately we know what the right thing is to do. It requires action. Those points, don't stall and delay and procrastinate through analysis, but take the plunge of faith and take a step forward. Shabbat Shalom.